You talk about the pressure for both of these teams. You've got Clemson, who's trying to, in all intents and purposes, become a dynasty with their 30th consecutive wins, which include 2 national championships. Then got old LSU come out of nowhere this season. No one really saw this coming. They're playing in front of a home crowd, which we've touched on numerous times. Joey, going into kickoff, who has more pressure tomorrow night?
Obviously, LSU. Clemson has a couple championships now. LSU, if you don't finish this off, you're playing at home. You've collected every award out there. McShay has put your quarterbacks the #1 pick in the draft. And there was not a question of whether Clemson was going to be #1. The question was whether it's LSU or Ohio State was going to be #1 at the end of the season. And so they come into this playoff as the #1 overall team. They're playing at home. They have all the awards. I don't know what else could be in LSU's favor in this situation. So if they don't get this one done, I don't know when they'll get one done. So the pressure's obviously on LSU.
I think it's LSU too, because they're the #1 team. They've got the Heisman winner playing quarterback. Statistically, the best offense we've seen in SEC history, and they're playing in their own backyard. We keep hearing about this being a team of destiny. The expectation is for them to win. Last I checked, they're 5.5-point favorites against the defending champs that have won 29 games in a row. Like, it's crazy to me. So I'm curious to see if LSU can handle this moment tomorrow night in the Dome against a very, very talented Clemson team as well.
LSU believes that they're going to win. I mean, if you talk to anyone in that LSU program, it's done. And Clemson's just kind of creeping around. Hey, no, they're going to win. It's a road game, Greenville, the whole thing, exactly. The pressure is clearly on LSU, and this is exactly what Dabo Swinney wants. He wants to go into this game knowing, hey, we won all these games. We're the defending national champions.
We're just lucky to be here. Yeah, we're lucky to be here.
I mean, he is absolutely playing into all of this, and I think it's going to be the best thing for Clemson. And I expect him to show up tomorrow night and put up a huge fight.
Let me put it like this. Remember those Miami teams back in the day?
Yeah.
And those USC teams back in the day? That's the last time we've seen a winning streak like Clemson. Can you imagine them being underdogs to anybody?
No.
Miami, and that's what we're dealing with Clemson.
Bama? No.
And then you come into this game, you've got the coaching stories, you've got a collision of greatness, top-ranked offense, top-ranked defense, another storyline that makes this game so intriguing. Which team will blink first? The LSU offense scoring nearly 49 points per game, but the Clemson defense is allowing 11.5 per game, both the best marks in FBS. This is the first national championship matchup between the two top-scoring offenses since LSU Oklahoma. Jess, this passing offense for LSU, why is it so tough to defend?
It's lethal. They bring in Joe Brady from the New Orleans Saints. They go spread. They're aggressive. You're seeing more empty sets, more bunch sets. You've got so much NFL skill at the running back receiver position, and then you have the most accurate quarterback in college football history in Joe Burrow, and a future #1 pick running the show. Unstoppable all year.
Joey, take me to the defensive backs of Clemson. What makes them?
I think it starts with Brent Venables and the different looks he'll give this LSU offense. You're not just going to come out and play man-to-man all day against the firepower that LSU has with their receivers and Jefferson and chasing those guys outside. And these guys know how to make plays. They got down 16-0 to Ohio State and came out in the second half. Starting that second half 16-14, and you can see it's a different confidence for that Clemson defense, realizing, okay, we're back in this thing, because when Ohio State got to the red zone in that first half and they held them to just 16 points on 3 trips inside the red zone, defensively you get some confidence, realizing, okay, we bent but we didn't break. And that was the difference for this team, because defensively they picked up and gained that confidence.
Cleveland Farrell, Christian Wilkins.
Yeah.
Dexter Lawrence.
Are they playing?
All first-round draft picks. And then 2 other guys wind up in the NFL. 5 guys on the defensive line. And this is the best defense in the country from a scoring defensive standpoint. It's unbelievable what Brent Venables has done. It has so much to do with his coaching, obviously the depth, and then the back 7. Isaiah Simmons is, in my opinion, the best, most versatile defensive player in all of college football, and he allows them to do so many different things and allows Venables to be as multiple as he wants to be.
And I'll tell you this, I don't think it's hyperbole that in the college football playoff era that you can point to anybody other than Brent Venables is the best assistant coach we've seen in the playoff era.
And that's why I think the chess match in this game between Steve Ensminger and Joe Brady at LSU and Brent Venables at Clemson is going to be so much fun to watch, because you are going to see some new wrinkles formationally, schematically on offense from LSU. You're going to see some new blitz packages from Clemson defensively. There's been a 16-day layoff. A lot of time for these coaching staffs to tweak some things, show some new pictures. Who's that going to favor come tomorrow night? But the coaching chess matchup is awesome in this game.
16 days, ton of TV. At this point, topics.
Lots of TV.
We're good.
What's up? Thank you so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. Don't forget to download the ESPN app, and if you want more premium content, which you do, make sure that you subscribe to ESPN+. See you soon.